It's where you go to bike, hike, and stroll miles of pathways over more than 7,000 acres of parkland. A place to go explore rivers and fish their bountiful waters. Natural places to go marvel at magnificent wildlife while you play outdoors and go wander charming communities. Find all this and more at Destination Downriver. Give it a go.
Today's podcast is presented by MarketInsights.us, with the podcast on YouTube produced by the City of Taylor's Media Center.
Thank you to our team sponsor, Allegra, Marketing, Print, and Design. Let Allegra assist you with your print, mail, design, and signs. Located in Wyandotte, Michigan, or call 734-284-5330.
Welcome to Destination Downriver. I'm your host, Karl Ziomek. As part of our series highlighting local communities, today's show is Allen Park, a great place to live, work, and thrive. Allen Park stands out as a community that prioritizes family-friendly living, excellent educational opportunities, and a strong sense of local pride. Whether you are seeking a place to raise a family, launch a career, or simply enjoy a local festival or event, Allen Park has something for everyone. This is a community that takes pride in safe neighborhoods, great schools, and numerous green spaces. Housing affordability is another key advantage. The average cost of housing there is very reasonable compared to other Southeast Michigan areas, offering spacious, family-friendly homes in pleasant neighborhoods. Availability of amenities such as nearby shopping, restaurants, and parks are an added bonus, making everyday living convenient for growing families. When it comes to safety, Allen Park stands out. Community-oriented policing enhances the sense of security. That mix of community spirit, safety, and convenience all add up to make Allen Park an excellent choice for families. Joining us to provide an overview of Allen Park is the city's Downriver Development Director, Benjamin Hughes. Ben. Welcome, Ben.
Thank you.
We'll also meet business owners who've invested in helping define and differentiate Allen Park as a wonderful place to live and visit. Ben was named Allen Park's DDA director in early 2023 during a pivotal time in the city's history. Ben has worked in municipal government for more than 20 years as a special assistant to the mayor of Albany, the village administrator in Wrightstown, Wisconsin, the city administrator in Racine, Wisconsin, and the city manager for St. Clair Shores. That's all a mouthful, Ben. How are you today?
Very well. Thank you for having me, Carl.
Fantastic. Well, let's jump in at the deep end. You recently took over the DDA development role in a pivotal time for the city because you guys are really looking at your core central town there. Okay, the central portion of downtown Allen Park. Tell us about what's on the horizon and what we can expect to see of Allen Park.
Sure. Well, you're correct. In 2023, upon being offered the job, and I certainly have been grateful, and I think we've been doing some good work, all cities in Southeast Michigan, across the country, were coming out of COVID. And a lot of the economic development plans that had been put on hold, understandably, for COVID, were again being focused upon. But I can say one of the things that was really appealing, Carl, about Allen Park was there was an infrastructure in place where our Downtown Development Authority already played a really important role in the city. Approximately 1/3 of the total square miles of Allen Park is covered by our Allen Park DDA. It's one of the largest DDA districts in terms of land mass in the entire state of Michigan. About 2.7 square miles of Allen Park is covered by it. We have over 460 businesses in the DDA. But with that, I think is we saw an opportunity to continue really diversifying our downtown. I know you were going to talk about this perhaps later, but we were at that point really fortunate to have a downtown that was built up in the 40s and 50s. And a lot of communities and cities and townships across the country say, well, we have downtown. Well, we really have one of those. Our buildings are built up right up to the sidewalk. We have parking lots that are behind them. It's a very walkable downtown. And we are building upon that momentum to bring in more retail, bring in more restaurants. We have a high vacancy rate already. We don't have a lot of vacant commercial buildings in Allen Park if you were to drive around, but we certainly see an opportunity to bring even more in what is admittedly kind of a challenging landscape for bricks and mortar type businesses. Those traditional bricks and mortar stores where people go to consume and purchase goods and services have been challenged over the last 10 years at least, and kind of the online economy that we're experiencing. But Allen Park has really weathered that very well, and we have a really optimistic future.
That's you bring up a good point with going online to Amazon or something like that. I know my wife, she's gone from a mall shopper to literally she orders everything off Amazon. There's a box at the door every day, it seems like. How do you fight that? I mean, the walkability of your town has to be unique. I mean, people can literally, you can get up today, probably have your orange juice in your kitchen, and in 5 minutes be at some shop in Allen Park by walking right to it.
Well, you said it very well, and that's one of the main ways you try and deal with a society that is trending more towards purchasing online is you create an experience where someone can literally come, to your point, park their car or ride their bicycle, and within a 3 to 4 block radius have all of the things that downtown experiences should offer: places to eat, retail to shop at, the type of professional services that maybe people need in their daily or monthly lives, dentist offices, attorneys, accountants, but also the experience of being in downtown. We have 12 months a year of social and entertainment type programming that we offer to our citizens and for visitors as well, whether it's concerts in the spring and summer or fall festivals or a winter holiday festival. I see more and more of that happening. We have a very important public piece of property that is located at the corner of Allen Road, Park Avenue, and Philomene Boulevard, which many people in Southeast Michigan will recognize as the former Dollar Show or former movie theater.
Sure.
The city acquired that, and we have demolished it, and the city is working closely with our DDA to really put together a vision for a public gathering space in the heart of our downtown.
And that can always be handy, because I'm sure in your other walks of your professional career, at those other cities that we mentioned before, they probably all had those type of city squares. For the most part?
For the most part, they did. Professionally, I've always been attracted to urban areas as opposed to maybe the outer suburbs or rural areas, and I find that the critical mass or the condensed downtowns you almost always have those. And Allen Park has definitely been built up, but one thing that we notice, and I give the city administration a lot of credit for this as well, is we do lack that. We do lack, even though we are that condensed, very walkable downtown, we do lack that central gathering space. I'm not talking about a park that would have swing sets and sandboxes, and we have many of those in our city, and we're lucky, 19 public parks. But this would be one that could have entertainment as well as a shed and outdoor events that could happen. The vision is on a year-round basis to not, Michigan always has a challenge to do outdoor events, given that our weather is, you're basically from May to maybe mid-October, end of October, but we're looking at something that could happen year-round. And what we find is people love to gather at central spots. And then when that entertainment has either before it begins or when it's concluded, to walk around and support those other things, whether it's grabbing a glass of wine or going to get an ice cream cone or a meal or going to a unique store and purchasing some goods from them. They like that. We feel that we are uniquely positioned to offer that. And we're just thrilled that we have, we're part of the downriver fabric and all the Southeast Michigan fabric. Many of the suburban communities are spending millions upon millions of dollars right now. When they were developed in the 70s and 80s with the very wide roads, maybe 6-8 lanes, to come back and narrow those or create a downtown that our skeleton, our infrastructure already enjoys. We don't need to recreate that. We have it.
Right. You mentioned COVID early on in this discussion, and it is interesting because you also mentioned Michigan's weather, and we all know about Michigan's weather. Okay, if you're a northerner, you know the limitations, okay,
yes.
or the supposed limitations. But with COVID, if it's one thing that COVID brought that was positive, it seemed like there's a new appreciation for the outdoors, Michigan's outdoors in the wintertime. Does it seem like that?
I think your assessment is correct. Absolutely. We see some of the increase in outdoor equipment purchased. We have a wonderful bike shop in downtown Allen Park that is now open. Well, it's always open 12 months a year, but sees increased business even in the winter months.
Right.
I think I believe COVID created a bit of a wake-up call for a good portion of our society, not just Allen Park, but all across the country, which is the importance of togetherness and the importance of place.
Sure.
And that when we were isolated in housing or apartments and realized the lack of human interaction, I think they realized how unfulfilling that was.
Yeah.
And even places, people returning to work. A lot of people actually do want to return to work and have that social interaction.
Right.
Cities, true cities, are uniquely positioned to offer that, not just 8 hours a day, but 12, 16 hours a day.
Sure.
And Allen Park is really, we're really fortunate that we're really doing a lot of good work on that, and we see the future is even brighter.
Exactly. Tell us a little bit about public art within the downtown area, because you've really kind of tried to step that up recently.
We have, and I give our DDA board of directors a ton of credit for this. We as a DDA recognized that of these 460 buildings that we have in our downtown, that a significant portion of them have sides or fronts of the building that are candidates, exposed sides I should say, that are candidates to have public art painted on them. I know public art can take on many things, statues, monuments, but we're really focused right now on murals. And the DDA board, with the budget that began on July 1st, just a month and a half ago, approved a $150,000 allocation for our DDA organization to hire a professional company, the Mural People, led by a really dynamic person, Michelle Tangway. And we're pleased to say that we have put together a Paint the Park program that will begin September 1st in Allen Park, concluding on Saturday, September 13th. That will happen to be the end day of our Made in Michigan Street Festival. But 8 buildings in our downtown will have public art painted on them by 8 individual professional artists. One of those artists, actually, we're flying in from Europe, from the country of Belgium, who will be putting them on there. And this is public art. This isn't necessarily advertising for that business, but rather public art that will certainly add a vibrancy to our downtown, and hopefully for out-of-town visitors, maybe make it a destination to come in and take a look at the art and in town, while visiting those murals, supporting our businesses as well. It's a wonderful thing. The city's also has a mural that is being painted on the former movie theater wall. In there, with the DDA contributing some funds as well, and that will be done here in August.
That's fantastic. And I, for one, before it even takes shape, I'm going to say this is going to be a phenomenal success, because we've had Michelle Tangway on this program twice in the past year, and she is, you use the word dynamic, she gets things done. Okay, what a great gal she is.
She's incredibly talented, very, very much a savvy business individual, but to your point, a wonderful artist. And she has married the talents of being a very artistic person with providing an organization that does offer public art and all of the details. Incredibly hard worker, and we are blessed to have her on. I will say this too, I am very confident that this Paint the Park program year one will be wildly successful, very successful. And it is my intention to go back to the DDA board this coming spring when we're developing our budget and seek funding for year two of this. You know, we're talking just 8 buildings. That's a lot.
Oh, yeah.
There are many, many other sections of our DDA that are candidates for this, and I will be recommending to the DDA board that we continue to support public art throughout our DDA district by using these creative murals.
I know it was brought up to me, and they suggested I asked you this question about your fire and safety complex that you're going to be. Are you doing that now, or is that done, or what is going on?
Sure. So the city of Allen Park has one fire station. It's located on Roosevelt Avenue, just off of Southfield Road. That fire station has been around for decades and has certainly served its purpose, but there are major renovation changes that were needed to it. Either, you know, the city was faced with a choice: do you demolish and build new, or do you look at some comprehensive renovations to continue the high quality of public service we offer and fire department services? The city elected to renovate, and they came up with a budget of about $8 million. That $8 million would accomplish everything inside of the department that's necessary. But just keeping the outer shell as it is was something that the city nor the DDA saw as an appealing option. So the city came to the DDA and said, if you were able to contribute approximately $520,000 in funding, we could take this renovated department and have it look much, much better on the outside, which is in the core of our DDA district. We presented those options to the DDA board. I endorsed it. The city council certainly asked for it as well, and we were happy to vote last fall to contribute $522,000 to the fire department renovation. It is still underway. The last thing that will be done in this multi-month, year process would be the exterior work. But I think in 2026 you'll be able to look at a much, much improved fire department, and that's the partnership that the DDA has with the city. It's a very amicable relationship.
That's fantastic. I've heard some DDA directors describe their role. It's like herding cats, because when you get businesses together and business leaders together, many of them, one's looking that way, the other one's looking that way, the other one's looking up, that kind of thing. How do you keep all of them, or how do they keep themselves on track here? Because obviously you guys are headed down a really good track.
Sure. Well, I'd say one of the biggest ways in which we accomplish that, Carl, is our 11-membered board of directors. We have 11 volunteers on our DDA board of directors, and each one of them either is a business owner within the city or a resident within the city. And this is we're very fortunate. This is an active board. Almost all of them are out there talking to business leaders, getting their feedback. I'm doing that as well as our staff, but we have a lot of points in contact in which businesses can share their thoughts, and we in turn are very active in seeking their opinions. Those DDA board members come in and they will vote upon policies or programs that we staff put together for them. And I would say that it is a relationship that is working very well. This DDA board is passionate about Allen Park and our downtown and making it even better. I think one challenge too, and not a challenge, but something that I'm always cognizant and aware of, no one on a DDA board or no business wants to just be asked to rubber stamp something that their executive director puts forth to them. So I'd like to think that we take a lot of time and well-valued time to seek input from our DDA board and our businesses before we announce a major policy decision. We've done that. We've just signed about a $800,000 contract a year ago we did with a new landscaping company for $800,000 for a 3-year period to significantly improve the outside appearance of our public landscaping. We allocated over $160,000 for new decorative benches and decorative trash receptacles that are being placed in our downtown. These are things that we put together after weeks, if not months, of collaborating with our board, and the outcomes are starting to be visible.
All those little things add up, don't they?
They sure do.
Yeah.
They sure do. And the appearance, the physical appearance of a downtown can never be understated. I think that how a downtown looks, not only in the publicly owned areas, but also our businesses. We, the DDA, know that if a business meets all of the city ordinances and codes, well, then they're following the law. But we have a program that I'm very proud of that the DDA board supports financially, where we offer a grant opportunity to any business, whether it's owner-occupied or renter-occupied, to come in, and if they want to make improvements to the exterior of their building, whether that be new siding, new awning, new decorative windows, or a decorative front door, permanent landscaping, where we will reimburse them 50% of the cost, up to $25,000. We're putting skin in the game, and we're saying we will use part of our DDA budget to provide an incentive for you to enhance and beautify the outside of your building. We go a step further and we say to those businesses, some of you will say to us, well, DDA, we want to do that. We know we want to, but we just don't have the vision. You know, I own an accounting firm, I own a flower shop, I own an ice cream shop, I'm not an expert at it. We then have an architect design consultant on retainer. We will pay 100% of the cost for the business owner to sit down with that architect and design consultant, and he will put together 5 different conceptual ideas. Hopefully that business owner, when seeing them, will say, aha, that's it.
Well, boy, those support mechanisms come in handy.
They do, and it talks really about, it speaks to your point about how a downtown looks, how a city looks, and the visual aesthetics and the visual appeal of a downtown can be more important than any social media advertisement or any Facebook post. It's how a city looks, whether it's clean, inviting, and it means a lot, and we take that very seriously.
Any new businesses coming in that you can share with us?
Well, sure. I was, certainly, really, we were happy to have a couple ribbon cuttings in July where we welcomed a new Big B Coffee on Ecorse Road.
Fantastic.
We entered a new men's barbershop on Ecorse Road. We did a ribbon cutting on that just last week. We did a ribbon cutting for a new realty company, Park Avenue Realty, that occupied a previously vacant dentist office right next to our public library. Later this week, we will be welcoming a new ice cream custard store, Custard on the Avenue, into a building that the DDA previously owned but sold to them, husband and wife that have invested a lot of their own personal money into a dream that they've had to open a ice cream shop in downtown Allen Park. I'd say this too, we have a healthy mix of retail and service industries, whether it's automotive, professional services, accounting, dental, law, and so forth. But we also have some light manufacturing. We're very fortunate, for those who are familiar with Enterprise Drive and Southfield Road. Ford Motor Company has research and development that's in our DDA. We have 5 hotels that just shy of 1,000 hotel rooms that are in Allen Park, and we have more to come. So,
boy, that sounds fantastic.
Yes.
Well, we're going to take time to give you a little bit of a break, catch your breath. And we did a couple of pre-recorded visits that we'd like to air now. One to May's Bakery to visit owners Adam and May Jalil, and another to Metropolitan Furniture, one of the oldest, if not the oldest, business in Allen Park, for a great conversation with Alan Evelson and his staff. Let's click on those right now. We're at May's Bakery in Allen Park with Adam and May Jalil, who started this business about 3 years ago, and then you've expanded to Taylor, correct?
Yes.
That was last year or the year before?
Last year.
Last year. What attracted you to Allen Park? Why'd you pick this business?
She was in business for like almost 25 years.
Okay.
And I used to live in the Arctic, and we met each other online.
Okay.
Through Facebook.
Okay.
And then we start talking, and then I never been married, so I end up coming to Michigan, and then we saw the first location in Taylor. We bought this building, and then by chance one day we were driving here. I saw people they sitting outside, and like we have different restaurants here, you know. So I said, oh, it's nice locations here, you know. Like I love this town. I love this about Allen Park. And a few weeks later, we're driving up again, and we saw this building for sale. You know, this is what's happened.
It was fate.
That's it.
So, since you opened the door, I got to go there. What were you doing in the Arctic?
I was a deputy sheriff.
Oh, okay.
I worked for Nunavut Court of Justice. This is in the Arctic for the Canadian government.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
May, tell us about your background. Now, you're the hook here. Once you get him, okay, and once you guys fall in love and are married, and you decide that you're going to open up a bakery, what was your background? Take us through that.
You know, I start like my daughter. She's 28 years now. She have master with public health, and when she was 7 months, I was so lonely, stressed, no family, and just sitting home with kids. And then I need something to make me busy, not keep thinking about why I'm by myself. I had a husband with my kids, but still he's working. I'm home, and it's very stressful, especially with no family, like but just me. Then I find a book. It's talking about teaching, like a tape. That time it was a tape, videotape.
Okay.
So I bought it, and I start teaching myself, watching it once, twice. Then I bought the stuff, tools and things, and we start playing with my kids. Sit watching me and doing cakes for them. They enjoy it. I enjoy it. I was so happy when I did the first cake. It was like a bear.
Oh my goodness.
It was so nice.
That's
It wasn't perfect, but I was happy with it because it's first time.
Wow, that is amazing that you're self-taught this way. Now you, eventually, it's obviously May's after May, correct?
Yes.
Who made that decision, her or you?
To the name?
Yeah.
Him and my kids.
Okay.
Yes.
Alrighty. Okay. Your icing is what goes a long way. Can you give us any tips on why your icing tastes the way it tastes? Because it is delicious.
Because it takes process, and we use good quality things. It's not shortening. It's you have reached temperature to make it and cook it. I taught him that, and he's stuck with it now, and it's his job now.
It's really light.
Yeah.
I mean, that's very, very light.
Yeah.
Yes, and we use like real butter. We don't use like any cheap stuff. That's why like we are known. We have people coming like they drive like 1 hour, 45 minutes, and sometimes like they order like frosting and they ship it to different states.
Wow, that's fantastic. What are you famous for when it comes to some of this stuff? What are the best sellers?
The cake with the buttercream frosting.
Okay, alrighty. Any specific cake or?
We start doing flavored cake like strawberry, German chocolate, lemon, pineapple, all these kind, coconut, cherry, and people when they taste it, they get crazy for it. They just come for it.
Tell us about Dubai chocolate, because that was trending, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it's dark chocolate with pistachios and another layer of dark chocolate, and it's really good.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yes.
They mix the kanafa. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
No, explain it to me.
It's I don't know what they call it in English. It's like
the one they use it like stuff they use it for with the baklava.
Oh, okay.
It's like curry thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So they crush it and mix it with pistachio cream to make like mix, and they use some mold to get the look of the chocolate. It's like filling.
Okay.
They put it as a filling, and then they use the mold with it.
And that make it crunchy.
Okay.
Yeah, when you bite it, you feel the crunchy of the
Okay.
the kanafa.
Is it, most of your business, is it walk-in business or is it pre-scheduled birthday cakes and things like that?
Usually it's like mostly like it's the big orders,
Okay.
you know, like big up like wedding cakes. We started from smash cake to wedding cakes.
Okay.
You know, like this is like it's big orders like with cupcakes, cakes, all kind of this stuff.
Anything too big for you guys when it
No.
comes to orders? No? No?
No.
Like
No.
we, as I said, from smash cake to 6 tiers cakes. This is how we are.
Actually, our customers, they're very simple. They don't like too much stuff,
Okay.
that's helped a lot. They're easy. Like, oh, just do whatever you like. That's what I love.
Because this is
Because
after
they're not
trusting.
complicated people, and they're very nice. Honestly, nice people, nice customers. We never have any issue with anybody. All of them live happy, which is
Now,
that's good.
you were mentioning to me off camera, getting people, getting good hires is at times difficult. You're not the only person who's ever said that to
Yes.
us. It's kind of difficult these days. What are you looking for in a hire?
Like cake decorator.
Okay.
This is like it's very hard to find people. You can't find that. Like you need like like have a lot of experience. If you look to her job, like it's like
Yeah.
it's like an art.
Yeah, it
you
is.
know?
Yeah, it's very. You got to be very
Yeah.
creative to do.
Easy
that.
to find like cashier. Easy to find like little help, but like professional. It's very hard.
And are you currently looking for good people
Of course.
all the time?
Always.
If somebody sees this show and wants to get interested, wants to pick your mind, should they just come into either of your facilities?
They are more than welcome.
Okay, all righty.
Yeah.
And what are your hours here that you're open?
This location from 9 to 3. But we've been here like early morning, like every day, like sometimes like 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 4 a.m. It's depends how we are busy, especially in the weekends. Like we have like a lot of orders.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. And with the other store, like the one in Taylor, from 11 to 8,
Okay.
7 days a week.
Okay. Busy.
Yeah.
Busy and long days.
It
that's
is
for
like, we are like really busy and we're getting more busy.
Now, you're right in essentially downtown Allen Park. What's your view of some of the changes that they've done here and some of the stores that they've brought in recently, including yours? How do you look at this? Do you look at this as ever evolving? What would you like to see out of this that isn't here yet?
First of all, I said thank you so much to being here, you guys. And the other thing, they did a great job recently, like within the last kind of like year and a half. It's a lot of changes. They're doing very good, and they still, especially the DDA, they trying to like working hard, So like it's a lot of changes. And from here, like from downtown Allen Park, I encourage everyone, like he like to have a business. Allen Park, it is like one of the best, like I can say community or best like city to have a business. The people, I want to say like from my store here, I said thank you so much for all Allen Park customers and everywhere, like all over, like people supporting us, and they are like great people. They help us a lot when we open, and I want to say like thank you so much for the city of Allen Park, for the police department. They are great people. The fire department, like it's amazing people. Also include the customers, like So I said like I encourage everyone he like to do business. They are great city to have a business.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and we have a lot of like they do like a lot of activities. Like for example, like I think on Wednesday they do like music in the street. Friday they do farmer market. We have on June we have like the show, the car show. Like they try to do like more activities. We have also the street fair. September it's coming, like this is like big thing. It's called Made in Michigan, And I think in December also we have inside the the arena. It's like also we have like also some like show or markets sell.
I would think Made in Michigan is right up your alley.
It is, yeah. It is. They are like it's really good, and especially the weather. It's helped a lot. Sometimes it's like when you do an street fair. This is like kind of beginning of August. It's the weather. Sometimes it's like if it's hot, people they don't like to go out much. But Made in Michigan, we are like I advise everyone to come and visit.
Okay. Fantastic.
Yeah,
well, we wish you well, and I think you guys have been doing tremendous. The word of mouth goes around.
Now I have
of you. I'll tell
now
you.
I have a question for you guys.
Sure.
You try our frosting, the buttercream frosting.
I'll tell you, the buttercream frosting is fabulous. Joe and I tried it. Rich is back there. He tried it. It is to die for. If you come in for anything, get that buttercream frosting because it's well worth it. Best commercial you've had.
Maze. Thank you so much for my beautiful wife.
Thank you very much.
She's like, I don't know how to say it in English. Behind every successful people is a woman.
You got it.
Okay.
You second that, don't you?
She's the boss.
She's the boss.
I used to work for the court. It's easy to take order from the court, from the judges, but I take from my wife.
We need to get her a robe, and she'll be right there.
Yeah.
At May's Bakery in Allen Park, Karl Ziomek for Destination Downriver. We're back here in Allen Park at Metropolitan Furniture with Alan Evelson.
That's
How
it.
are you today, Alan?
I'm good today. It's Friday.
It's Friday, and we're headed into the weekend.
Right.
Your family started essentially this business.
In 1921, my grandfather was an immigrant from Russia, and he started in Wyandotte with literally a push cart. And after about 6 months, he had a little storefront on Biddle, and he started selling washing machines, carpet, and a limited amount of furniture in a really small space. His first customer happened to be a family called the Kowalskis, which is very indigenous to the Wyandotte. And this family actually came in and bought half his inventory, and they're still fourth generation customers of our store.
That's amazing.
Right.
That is absolutely thoroughly amazing.
Right.
How does the family get here when you started in
My
Wyandotte?
grandfather came on a boat through Ellis Island.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as going from Wyandotte to where you are here.
So what happened was about 52 years ago, my father decided that people will drive in a 10-mile radius. Basically, that's before expressways. And he said, well, we're on the Detroit River, we only have half the circle. So he decided to move 10 miles away so he could get both sides of the circle. But we're fortunate now that over the last years, many independent furniture stores have gone out of business. Maybe there was, in Wayne, Oakland County, I believe in the 40s, there was 140 independent furniture stores, and now there's probably a dozen.
Oh my goodness, that's rather amazing.
Right.
What's it take to stay in business these days as an independent?
Offering quality and service.
Okay.
Right. I think for us, we have a motto, we make quality affordable. And I think what happened was 30, 40 years ago, a lot of these stores decided that they were going to compete with the Art Vans of the world, and they were going to compete with, whoever else was really low end. And my family made the decision that we would rather offer quality. So if somebody buys a sofa and they call 6 months later and say, well, there's a squeak, we don't have to say to them, well, that's what you bought. And so we deal with really good quality American manufacturers, and we actually stand behind our furniture longer than the warranty. We always will make a best effort.
Tell us about some of those manufacturers.
So one of our main manufacturers is Flex Steel, which offers a lifetime warranty on the frame and the cushions. We have the largest Flex Steel showroom in Michigan. We actually show 50 pieces. We also sell, we're sitting here, our famous wall of wood. This is all solid wood, American-made furniture. They even finish the bottom of the chairs and the tables. and it's actually really made by Amish people in barns, and mostly in Ohio and a little bit in Pennsylvania. And we can show you how you can take the same stain on 5 different woods and it comes out looking differently.
Now, you were telling us off camera, you're not going to see something like this
Right,
wall
this
of wood
is our
anywhere
famous
else.
wall of wood.
Yeah.
And we're actually in the process of expanding it. And it really allows the people to, to me, it's like making a cake. We have lots of shapes of the cake, and then we have lots of flavor of the cake, and we can really make what the customer is looking for. Yeah.
Now, a lot of your customers, naturally, you know, we're looking out at
Allen Road.
Allen Road,
Right.
okay, but a lot of your customers come in from the parking lot,
Right.
and you've got a mural thing going on out there.
Right.
Tell us about that.
So we're doing concurrently 2 projects in the back of our store, which really is not to 90% of our customers. The front of the store, with the facade grant from the city of Allen Park, we're redoing half the building with new siding and new entrance and new doors, and then the other half of it, we're participating again with the city. We're doing a mural, and I believe the mural is going to be a bunch of signs, famous signs of retail and businesses in Allen Park, and that's going on. Both of those projects are going on right now,
Which is really, really
Yeah.
cool.
Right.
What about economic conditions now? Very.
So actually, it's really weird. The best years we ever had, relatively, were COVID, because people had a lot of money, they couldn't travel, and we had people lined up buying furniture. But we do things differently here as a family business. We close the week of July 4th, give our employees that week off, and we actually close. The furniture business is not really busy in December and Christmas time. People aren't doing that, and we actually close the 3 or 4 days before Christmas and July 4th. We're not open on holidays. We're not open on Sundays, and we're really lucky. We have great customers. Many from Allen Park, many from downriver. But now, because there really isn't a plethora of independent quality retail furniture stores, our truck goes to Oakland County once a week.
Wow.
Yep.
How far you got to go to find a really good independent furniture store that isn't this one?
There are a few. I mean, I say McLaughlin's has been in business a long time. They're very legitimate people, really good customers, fair, treat their customers good. And if we don't have something, we get referrals from them. We'll refer someone to Gorman's. That's a little bit higher end, more contemporary, but sometimes that's what the customer wants. And then there's more design-oriented places, but really most people want to feel and touch. So they don't really, our customers are not like designer ones where they're willing to buy a sofa out of a catalog without touching, feeling, sitting. So, and Tyner's in Ann Arbor, they're also a Flex Deal dealer. I think they've been in business not as long as us, but about 80 years. 3rd generation family business. Yeah.
Now, you're not going to be at this forever.
Right.
Okay, you probably feel like you've been at it forever, but you're not going to be at it forever. What's the logical handoff, and who's coming up the pipe?
Well, I have 2 sons. Unfortunately, they're not really interested. One lives in the mountains in Aspen,
Okay.
and my other son lives in Toronto. But we're working with my great employees to do a transition. I am very fortunate. I have a great team. I don't have to be here all the time. I can still travel and do things. So we've been in business for 104 years, and I think we're going to be here a lot longer.
What's your schedule like? When are you open here?
We're open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 5, and our late nights are Thursday to 8. But I remember when I was a little boy in Wyandotte, we were open 9 to 9, at 9 o'clock on Monday, Thursdays, and Fridays. And Friday was a big day because people would get paid at the chemical plant, and then they would come in and make payments. And I remember that when they would come with a little book, and they would be making payments at our store. And that was, I'm 73, so that was a long time ago. But we used to do a lot of financing, and we had great customers in Wyandotte, and we still have tons of great customers from Wyandotte, Trenton, Groseal. We're really fortunate.
Last question.
Sure.
The DDA here in the city, the greater city, they want to make something significant out of this Allen Park downtown area. How do you fit into that, and what are you looking forward to?
Well, I think that it was disappointing to see that Morrow's closed. They've been here for a long time. But I think what they're doing in terms of beautifying the city, in terms of the facades of it, having events. Last week they had the street fair. They do get a great turnout back in the back here. They have Thursday night they have music things during the summer. So it's just a matter, I think it's having events is part of the process. And so I would like to see, it was sad to see the Allen Park movie theater go, but I think over time it was really hard for them to compete, and even the big guys are having a hard time in the movie business. Everyone's streaming. YouTube has more viewers now than NBC.
Do you guys have a website?
We have a great website, Metropolitan Furniture .net. And it has all our furniture, has links to all our suppliers, has a story about our store and who we are, and it's a very, very extensive website.
Well,
we don't do sales on the website.
Right.
We want people to come in. We don't sell over the website, nor do our competitors like Tyner's or McLaughlin's. The store is where it's at.
Yeah, it only makes sense because that's part of what you sell, right?
Right.
Get them in front of you.
Right.
No
That's
doubt.
Right.
Well, Alan, thank you very much.
Yeah, and
Thanks for taking time.
Yeah, I appreciate the opportunity to be part of the community and our store and what the city has done, and especially our downriver customers have been loyal to us, multi-generation for over a century. For
Alan Evelson and Metropolitan Furniture here in Allen Park, I'm Karl Ziomek for Destination Downriver. We're back now with Ben Hughes, and let me ask you a couple more questions before we sign off here. We combine the new with the old with May's Bakery and Metropolitan Furniture when it comes to Allen Park. Those two businesses would be very the pride of the community when it comes. Do you feel that way?
Oh, I sure do.
Yeah, there are a couple of really good ownership groups there.
Just fantastic stories, both businesses. I know you had an opportunity to speak with both owners. Really committed to Allen Park, have stories that I think are heartwarming in terms of their commitment. And the challenge for us, Karl, with you and the Destination Downriver team is there are so many more of those Allen Park businesses that are candidates to be highlighted. We're not a city that in our downtown that has a lot of the big box stores, right? We are a lot of the vast majority of our businesses are family-owned, small, one business type enterprises that have invested in Allen Park and done so for a long time. And just 5-10 minute conversation with them, you'll learn about their stories and how uniquely proud they are of Allen Park.
And that was the case. Yes. You know what else was interesting, and you touched on this for a moment. Both of them, Adam and Alan, both of them, without any kind of prompting, pointed to city-sponsored events that occur right there in the adjacent areas to their businesses that they are so proud of and that they look so forward to. That's got to make you smile.
It sure does. It certainly does. I think part of downtowns again is the gathering point of people, the gathering point of social events, of coming down and just enjoying daily life. And if cities are doing their job, they're providing a diversity of those type of businesses as well as central gathering places. And it should be 12 months a year. And we are very, very fortunate to have business owners that are committed to being Allen Park. And they have chosen to come here. They help define who we are. And I think they believe in the vision that even better days are coming. We have, you referenced at the beginning of our conversation, Allen Park being an affordable place to live. That is true. But here's what's also unique about Allen Park. while our housing prices may not be those of, say, other municipalities in Oakland County or where else, our houses in our city have one of the shortest on-market times of any community in Wayne County.
Really?
Meaning when a house or a commercial building goes up for sale, it is not weeks, it is days usually before it's purchased. And that speaks to people wanting to live in Allen Park, the amenities that they enjoy with our downtown, our public schools, the quality of life, our parks, 19 public parks. It's fun and it's enjoyable to work in a city that has so many things such as that already going for it, and not having to spend the next 5 to 10 years to spend a lot of energy to create that.
Right.
We already have it.
Speaking of creation, let me give you one last question here, kind of off the wall. If you had a magic wand and you could wave it and immediately change one thing in Allen Park, you got anything that you would? That's a focus of mine that I would really like to see changed.
It's a great question, and certainly one I'm thinking many responses in my mind. I guess I would certainly ask that, not necessarily Allen Park, but the people across Michigan and the people even outside of our state that have incorrectly, in my opinion, for years, if not decades, carried a negative stereotype of downriver in general. That they take a leap of faith and come to Allen Park, and for that matter, all of our downriver communities, and see how wrong they are about that perception, and how I can supremely, with a supreme level of confidence, predict that they will come away from that experience saying, I wish I had tried this much sooner.
You know, if that was a really good question, that was an absolutely wonderful answer, I'll tell you. A lot of people downriver feel the same way. There's no doubt. It's been a pleasure having you on, Ben.
Thank you.
It seems abundantly clear that Allen Park is a community that's evolving and moving into a bright future. The reinvention of Allen Park's downtown, or the kind of reshaping, is well on its way, a multi-million-dollar investment. Combine that with the investments in public art, fire and safety complex, and a plethora of new businesses opening in the area, and you can see why Allen Park is becoming one of the jewels of the downriver region. Thanks to our guests today for coming on, especially you, Ben. For Joe Camilleri behind the controls, I'm Karl Ziomek. We'll see you on our next Destination Downriver.
Thank you to our team sponsor, Allegra, Marketing, Print, and Design.
With a special thanks to our production partners here at the new Taylor Media Center. Thanks for listening and watching. Please visit our website, destinationdownriver.com, or our Facebook page, and be sure to join us for next month's podcast.